Welcome Libra, welcome to my channel. I'm Dee and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I'm going to do your What If You Take Them Back reading today. And then we're going to go ahead and get into What If You Let Them Go. I'm going to do a little of both there. Please subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoy my video, comment if I reached you with the message. Woo. And join me on Facebook or my other social media links. They're all in the description box. The Facebook social media site is where I'll focus. My goodness. My cards have been crazy all day. I'm just warning you. It's going to take me a minute to get all these out. If you'll join me on Facebook, I'm going to have some giveaways and of merchandise from my store, and then I'll have drawings for Vimeo codes for any of those expanded readings that you guys might want to see. You'll be able to win codes for those, so you don't have to pay for those expanded videos when you want to watch those. And then I'm also going to be giving away free readings now and then, because I don't normally do a lot of that for the free readings. I'll put those this way. Brought two of those out for you in that position, which is, you know, that's not a usual thing, but these, I'm just going to say this, these cards have been, all these readings I've done so far, I've done air and water, or I'm on air now, but I've done earth and water, all of those signs, and the earth signs are just coming out. I mean, like you would not believe here. So looks like you're dealing with earth sign. There's a Taurus there, and then look here, and there flips out a Capricorn card. So there's some sort of in your reading here, there's a lot of earth in this reading, is what I'm trying to say. You're dealing with someone who has a lot of earth in their chart. They're Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or a mixture of those in their prominent aspects in their birth chart, which would be their sun, their moon, their rising, or their Venus sign, most likely. And since this is a relationship type reading, the cards, my gosh, my goodness, this is crazy. What is going on? I'm trying to get your last card here. Libra, give me just a moment. The cards are just nuts today. I can't even hide that fact. Libra, my goodness, what's going on? There we go. Okay, well, let's get going here. Libra, what's going to happen if you take them back? Well, if you take this person back, or if you go back to this person, you let them talk you into going back to them, or if they let you, or if they talk you into coming back to you, or you guys both decide to come back together, you're going to be a little reluctant about that. You're going to have, you're going to be reluctant if you take this person back and allow them back into your life. You're still going to be pausing, reluctant, and suspicious of someone or something that causes this person to be in an addiction type situation. If they're under some sort of addiction energy, this could be a person. This could be a person who it has such an influence, such a pull, such a prominent energy connected to your person that it keeps them in a state of kind of like an addictive state, but more of a, like they're bound to this person and they can't get away from this person. And this is something that is a big issue in this relationship, and it's one of the reasons that you called this off. You asked for this time out, or you broke up, or however severe your breakup was, or your time out. I don't know if you physically moved away from one another, or physically, relocated into separate homes, or if you just kind of are taking an emotional break and you're still in the same residence. It doesn't really matter. What matters here is there's something going on here with this person being influenced and bound to something or someone that is causing you to feel like you wanted to end this relationship because you did that. And if they ended the relationship, it's because they were feeling influenced by something or someone else, and that's what caused that breakup. Now, if, as I said before, you're dealing with an earth sign here, this person is, there's only earth in this reading, so earth is a very prominent sign in this reading. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, this person is going to be someone who probably makes good money and knows how to have money and keep it and save it and do the right thing with it and invest it. They're probably a bit wealthy. If they're not considered wealthy in your eyes, they're probably just doing really well in their life. And they're typically grounded people, and I feel like your person is a grounded person, but not all the time. Whatever this influence is on them, it kind of knocks them off balance. It keeps them from being a down-to-earth person, and that down-to-earth person, that characteristic in this person is what drew you to them in the first place. And this influence knocks them off balance when it comes to that. So the reason that you left this person is that influence. It's whatever this influence is, an addiction. This could be a sex addiction. This could be an internet porn addiction. This could be a cheating addiction, betrayal type addiction. This could be drugs, alcohol. This could be a mother, a father, a sibling, an ex, anyone that would have the power to influence this person. And like I always say, this isn't a personal reading, so I don't get that deep in these readings. They're general. They're for the energies that are coming to this video. So whatever this influence is, and I try, but I'm not shown that unless I know who I'm talking to, because that's just the way it works. But whatever this influence is, or whoever this influence is it's a severe enough influence that it caused you to leave this person, or it caused them to leave you alone in some way. Now, if you take this person back, that's what you're in for. That hesitation before you make a long-term plan with them. That hesitation and reluctance to plan more of a solid commitment, or to, maybe open a bank account together, intertwine your investments, or intertwine your belongings. There's something going on there that's keeping you from just going all in. And And you don't trust this person because the suspicion card is there. You know, suspicion can kill a relationship more quick than a lot of things. So you're not trusting this person. You're always suspicious of their motive, that type of thing. Now, if you decide to let this person go, it's going to be because you've decided, and you'll voice this to them, that you have had enough. You cannot do this anymore. You're going to accept the fact that you made a bad decision. You didn't know it was a bad decision clearly when you made it. You had red flags popping up, but you just you knew you loved this person and cared enough about them that you wanted to take the chance to show them the way. You know, show them how to rise above whatever this is that holds them in shackles and chains here. They're bound to something that they just can't escape from. And, you know, it's not going to be extremely easy for them to escape that binding that they have with this thing or this person. They would need someone to help them become unbound. So if it's an addiction or a person that's causing this, then their entrapment, their bound, their binding, whatever, they would have to have someone's help in order to come out of that. And you've just decided that you've had enough of this. You're not going to wait any longer for this person to decide that they need someone to come and release them, help them release themselves from that situation, whatever it is that binds them. And then you're going to go through a phase of acceptance where you're going to realize and tell yourself and teach yourself that it's okay. What you went through, you did it for the right reasons. You cared about someone enough to where you wanted to sail the rough seas with them. You wanted to, I don't know where that came from. That's not something I say. But you're going to accept the fact that this didn't work out, and it's okay. It's not your fault. It's not their fault. It just, you two didn't mesh. You didn't mesh. You weren't right for one another. And, you know, when one of you is evolving spiritually and emotionally and in every way to be the best version of you that you can be, and one of you isn't, that's a choice someone is making. Even if it is an addiction, there's a choice that has to be made. Am I going to continue doing the same thing I'm doing, or am I going to change something so that I can turn this thing in the direction of something more positive, a more positive outcome for both of you? And they didn't do that yet. I don't know if they're ever going to do that. I don't know if you know if they're ever going to do that, but I see here, I can clearly see that you don't think they're ever going to change. And you're not even asking this person to change their personality or who they are. You're just asking them to, or hoping and wanting them to be released from whatever this is that binds them. And they're just not doing it. They're not making the decision to do that. And you are not going to waste any more of your time waiting on this person. And once you go through that, saying enough is enough, I'm not doing this anymore, I can't do this anymore, and you let them know, you're going to cut off communication. Unless there's children involved that you are both parents to, then you need to cut the ties as clean as possible. Cut them as cleanly and as possible. You don't want to really stay and try to be a good person and be this person's friend, because this person is what has held you back all this time in the beginning to begin with. You need to let them go and let them go on their own journey, because it is not the journey that you're meant to be on if you're feeling that you want to let it go. There's nothing that should be holding you here, because this person is not the person for you. Now, that is if this is resonating with you. I'm not telling you what to do. I never would. I just absolutely never do that. I would never tell you what to do or tell you anything to guide you in the wrong direction here. You're guiding yourself. This is what you want. You broke up with this person for a reason. It's because you had enough. You know that things are done. What's done is done. There's nothing you can go back and change. This person isn't making the decision to release themselves from what binds them. And you are very, very clear on that. You see that so clearly that there's no way you could stay there. That's if you don't take them back. That's what's going to happen. That's how you're going to see it. Now, if you do take them back, you're going to be in this, this reluctant, suspicious situation where you know that something is binding this person, and you know what it is. I believe you know what it is that's binding them, whatever influence this is on them that binds them. You know that they're just not making the decision to let it go. Now, let's get your word of wisdom here and see what comes out for you. See PTSD. Now, that's a strong card there. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder is a condition that is characterized by symptoms that root from, that their origin is from being in a long-term situation that was traumatizing emotionally, verbally, spiritually, mentally, sometimes physically, depending on the person and the situation here. I feel like you both have a little bit of this CPTSD, but I'm seeing you, Libra, as just walking yourself out of that just by listening to your inner knowing, your higher self, your creator, God. But I feel like your person is allowing this, whatever this past trauma was for them, I feel like they allowed that to destroy everything that they've ever tried to build from that moment forward. And I believe you've tried to get them help, and they just won't accept it. And there's just nothing sadder than that. Because once you get to a certain point with that PTSD, without the proper guidance and help from a professional and a lot of loving people to support you, sometimes the people don't come out of that. They stay there. And I hope that's not the case for your person, but I do know that you just seem to be, this energy down here, if you let this person go and say, that's it, I can't do this anymore, I'm sorry, but I've waited long enough for you to do something, and you just haven't taken any steps in the positive direction, and I just can't stay in this any longer. It's killing me. And you understand exactly why you're doing it and why you understand your reasoning, and that's what matters most here. And it's a beautiful outcome if you don't let them come back. If you let them go, it's a beautiful outcome because you have a clean slate, a new lease on life, another chance at finding something that fulfills you in every way. And I wish that for you more than anything. Thank you for joining me, Libra. Please subscribe. Please like the video. Please comment. Let me know I've reached you. It means a lot. Take care, and don't forget to join me on Facebook. And then we'll do some drawings and give away some nice merchandise for all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all, and I will always let you know that. Take care.